Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for Week 4. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to this week's news report that has a new EA, new robot to introduce. And no, it actually doesn't come from Expert Forex, but we actually do have one that is just being launched as we are making this video, and we're also going to tell you a bit more about that. So it seems to be that robots is the name of the game here for the week. And we're also going to have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up quite a bit compared to the recent weeks. We're going to have a look and see exactly how that impacts the rest of our investments. So let's get started, and where better to start than always at Yieldnodes here. No, you're not getting your weekly profits, you're not getting your monthly profits, you are still only getting the 5% per quarter at the moment. Next time will be 1st of April. We do get still some questions on it. We still also see on some of the Yieldnodes Facebooks, people are asking. So we just keep this one as a short and to the point observation. Now, last week in the news report here, we also talked about the assets that Yieldnodes, Decenomy, Yieldnodes Pro, whatever you want to call it, are trying to gather up. Steve has gone out, sent emails to everybody, and we went through that one last week. No change has been made on the asset page. As you can see here right now, it's the same number as we had last week. The good part here is that we saw a video interview. And this is between Steve and Liam. Liam is actually running one of the Facebook groups for Yieldnodes here. It is an independent site, but Yieldnodes and Steve has decided to go and speak with him sort of every 2 to 4 weeks here. And the latest information we got basically confirmed what we also mentioned in last week's news report, that when you are bringing in your assets, you're not really bringing in your entire company. This is all about the transactions that are taking place. So if you have any business and you have the credit card machines, then that is the only thing that is going to be linked together with you and Decenomy Pro. You can decide here to take a certain percentage of that transaction, which would basically be with zero fee. So that is what Steve is saying here compared to the fees that you have to pay now. And those are different from country to country. They're also different from the businesses themselves, depending on what they are doing. But you can run that over Decenomy Pro, hopefully in the future. And then you can decide how big a percent that you actually want to have paid out in crypto coins instead, and which crypto coins also could be depending on which kind of business you're in. Steve talked a bit about it on this particular video, but nothing is written in stone yet. Now, on top of this, things are continuing to move. That means new dates, new timelines, and also here in the marketplace for Yieldnodes. We are now in the last part of January, and that now means also that the minimum claim percentage, if you want to sell some of your investments within Yieldnodes, they are now gone up to 60% and continue to rise at least up until 75 from what we understand right now. You can obviously also try and sell it all the way up to 150% if that's what you want. Now, we went in on the site just before this video here to see how much had moved since last week. And this is actually the picture from last week, and we could see that the top 8 means the bottom one was still not taken off, and that means that everything has definitely slowed down. I do believe that everybody is currently looking at what exactly is going to happen and getting some more concrete, basically white paper or something coming out of Urz, exactly how he wants to do this, and when we can see some deadlines, then it might pick up again. Now, if you haven't bought or sold anywhere, you still have our tutorial in there to help you. So set this up. If you are in desperate need of taking some of the money out, then you can use this one. If you want to buy, then this is also the tutorial for you. It works both ways. Now, if we have a look at the Decenomy coins here and see what impact exactly what Steve has said here lately, plus the Bitcoin part, well, it's not too much, but let's go through it. Now, the first one is SAPP and Sapphire coin. And again, we are in on the iHost MN website where you can do both full masternode and shared masternode, and all of ours is currently shared masternodes. We can see the return on the investment, so per year, has slightly changed. Last week it was 61%, and this week it's 63%, so it's gone up slightly, and that is pretty much the only positive thing we can find in here. Obviously, yes, every week we're getting extra percentage on the SAPP and Sapphire coin, and we are up by 2.5% also this week, which is quite normal if you look back at previous weeks. Overall coin development, it is still in minus. Yes, there is a slightly positive trend on this one, about 7%. But we conclude that this is more down to the Bitcoin movements than anything that has to do with Decenomy at the moment. Now the graph looks like this. You can see there is a slight increase at the end of it, but it is very, very small and minute changes at the moment to all these coins. PNY, it's a bit similar here also. The return on the investment is down by almost 11%, so 76% from last week and now 65%. And then we can have a look and see that we have made about 11% in the past week, which is quite nice. It normally lies around the 10-11% every week for the PNY. But overall coin development, pretty much the same. Yes, there is a slight improvement also here, about 2.5%. And again, we believe that this is more down to the Bitcoin itself and the movements here than anything else. Graph is pretty flat, and you really have to see the minute changes that are in here at the moment. As we said, I don't believe any of these coins is going to move anytime soon unless something concrete is going to come out from Woods and Steve. Having a look at Birake, which was actually up quite well last week. It was still in minus, but it was in minus, I believe, 23. This week we are unfortunately back to the almost all-time low. Return on the investment per year is pretty much the same, 131%. The shared masternoding, we are also doing quite okay with this one, with about 5.5% per week, which is obviously nice. But the overall coin development has again dropped by more than 20%, so we are now in minus 45, and definitely not something to write home about. The graph looks like this, and unfortunately it looks like it's just going down, down and down here, so nothing much to report at the moment. Also here, if there's no volume within Birake, the crypto exchange itself, then that is the way things are going to go. Good thing about Bitcoin versus USDT in here, or USD, is basically that Bitcoin has been on the move upwards all week. Last week we left it sort of just around the 21,000 mark, and since then it has been moving up and currently trading again sideways a bit around the $23,000 mark, which is not too bad. It is definitely a good and positive sign. But we still feel that this is very early days and very, very fragile. We could see things both going up and down, so we don't really see any clear future for Bitcoin at the moment, and the price level. Elevate Pass, a bit the same here at the moment. It has been very, very quiet with Elevate Pass. We have reached out also to the CEO. He seems to have been very busy. He was promising us a couple of new things here in January that we're going to hopefully present to you. It hasn't been possible so far. All we know is that the profit for week 4 is still at 0%, and things are still moving on the platform. You can still go in on CoinFriend portal. You can still use the money in there for advertising, things like this. But we were very interested to see what was coming in the near future. He seemed very excited when we spoke to him last time, and hopefully we'll have some news for you very, very soon. Also very excited is still the Trillant platform. They continue to run the $1 million raffles here, and we have mentioned them almost every single week. So for December it was the BMW Z4. Now it is a Porsche. Exactly which one it is, that is not clear. But anyway, I think everybody would agree that any of the models, I think at the moment, would be quite okay. Again, how you have to enter all this, you have to go to the website, thetrillant.com/raffle. You can see exactly how that works in there, but you have to go in with fresh money. You have to buy it off the 2 exchanges that we're also going to show you on the coin price here lately. Minimum of 500 euros, and then you have to stake them within 52 weeks for the 3 coin. Everything is being explained in detail, so how you exactly do this if you want to be part of that raffle. On the Trillant platform itself, nothing has really changed. If you want to exchange 3 into Trill, it is still at the moment at 5 cents. Nothing has changed in there for quite a few weeks now. And again, as we said, forget about the raffle. If you don't want to be part of this, you are still able to make money. So within the Trillant platform by staking. And these are the profits that you will see. You can do it short term, so 4, 9, and 26 weeks is what we call short term. And this is the yield that you will get out, that you see on the screen. And then the 52 weeks is basically, it's locked in for a year, and you have a chance to basically stake it at a higher price if that comes around. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. But the yield is still 50% in a year, which is definitely not too bad. Again, we have to remind you that there's limitations while the Trillant platform here is being launched. It was launched already, of course, back in August, but things are being released slowly but surely, and that means there's limitations for how much you can transfer of your tokens out. And at the moment, we are still in January, and that means a maximum of $5,000 at the moment over to the 2 exchanges. Coming February, it goes up to 10,000. And then from 1st of March, everything should be unlimited, and we should also have the stablecoin available, but we haven't heard exactly a confirmation on that one yet. Now, having a look at the coin prices, it doesn't look like that the 3 is following the Bitcoin at the moment. We do see a small movement on it, but it's very, very small. We left it actually higher last week than it is right now. And as you can see, it's only at 0.00428 on xt.com. The volume here is mostly, it's both buy and sell. As you can see, both the high peaks in green was from last week, and then you have actually a few more peaks in red than you have in green, and they are topping out at about 4 million, which is quite normal for that exchange. Same on CoinStore, so price level is slightly lower, so 0.00432. And here the maximum volume is just over 2 million. And again, this is taken per hour, so the graph is set up per hour in here. So definitely slight movement forward in the last couple of days, but overall it's still way too low. Now if we have a look at Solar Kingdom, which we launched here last week in the Solar Kingdom Frenzy. So this was a jackpot pool that was growing very, very rapidly. So it was past 50 BNB. And since then, that has actually been cashed in. It ended up all the way up to 70.45 BNB. We have now had quite a few games in there. The first one, as you can see, was 16 BNB. The next one, 70 and 39. And the last one here, it seems like nobody was really paying attention. It stopped very early on. It was only 5. So definitely there's a lot of BNB in here, so roughly around 120, 130. So that has been made available and that you could win within those 10 days. So definitely something to have a look about if you are interested. Now, quick look at the BNB versus USDT. That one has also been on the move upwards like Bitcoin. And last week we left it at about $290. Since then it has gone past the 320, dropped a bit again, and currently hovering around the $305 mark. So at the moment it's a good time to keep on the BNB. Solar Farm 2 has not had a very good week, and we believe that again this is something to do with the Solar Kingdom, where people are taking money out and adding it over there instead. We can definitely see the TVL is down by 26%, which is quite a lot. We haven't seen it go below 10 BNB for several months. We had a look at our Excel and we couldn't really find any examples where it dipped that low. So this is obviously a bit of a concern also to the developers themselves. We do hope that all these platforms is going to merge at one point, but we'll have to wait and see. Pounds owned, we did get 71%, but again, because of the exchange rate that you have in here, the panel value actually went down by 31%, and exchange rate was all the way up to 147, so not a good week for version 2 Solar Farm. Version 1 did a bit better, but also here we can see the TVL is dropped, so past from 10, also below. and that is a minus of 5%, so it's not too bad, but still a clear indication also that this one is moving down. Panels owned is okay, 160%, and panel value and panel reward is actually up slightly, 2% this week, which is not bad considering the TVL is down. AI marketing, we still have a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people think something is happening. Obviously, we can't really tell. It's all rumors, and all we have to do is sit and wait. We really liked this platform back then, and that's also why we continue to report on it, even though it's obviously not very good news. It's been down for more than a year now. But as always in this news report, we take everything good and bad and report it to you. No difference here at all. Now, good part here is we have a new EA. This is a bit of a black box robot trading, and we have now set this up. It is called the Money Tree EA, and it trades up to 17 currencies in here. This is the new video that we have just released. And in order for you to follow this, as we normally try and be very transparent in everything we do, you can actually go to our website now and you can follow the robots. We have set them up on two separate broker accounts. One is Blaze and the other one is IG. And you simply go to our website here. So click on the Money Tree and then scroll down and you will see these two tabs in here. And they will take you over to the FX Blue site where you can follow almost live, so with a few seconds or minutes delays only for every single trade this is doing, and then from there on you can see if this is something for you in the future. But this is a very new robot, we have to tell you, so we will be trading this for many weeks and most probably also months to come, and see exactly how this develops, and obviously also create new movies about the settings and our thoughts about it. Our thoughts about the profit retriever, well, I believe everybody knows this by now. This is week 3. Top 5 EAs this particular week is actually Bitcoin USDT, and that is a bit misleading. Yes, definitely the robot made very good progress, and that's because it was in a drawdown for a very long time. And then all of a sudden when we saw Bitcoin going up, then it really cashed in, and that's basically what normally happens with the profit retriever. It stays silent for a long time, and then all of a sudden when things go the right way, it cashes in very quickly. So we did 25.5% in just 1 week. We still don't think that the Bitcoin is a good one to trade on the profit retriever here. It's simply too unstable, too dangerous to blow your account. And we also asked Expert Forex to take our copy link off again. So this was more of a test and trial exactly on it. It has gone okay, nothing has blown, but still we feel this is a bit too unsafe to trade. US 30 is doing well. This is definitely one of the best ones we have. It comes in almost every single week or hits at least the top 5 on the month here. It cashes in more than $1,000 or 10% in the week, so well done again. There's also European Japanese, which has done well, and that normally is quite stable, and US Swiss francs also 5.5%. So overall, $5,704 or 11.4%. It is definitely a very good month again, or sorry, week 3 here, and we'll take that any day of the week. But again, grain of salt on the Bitcoin USD profits here. We have plenty of robots set up already that you can follow, and you can go and click the individual links, or you can follow it on the portfolio itself. We will be adding more to it, and some of the ones is the Aussie 200 index. It's also the Nasdaq, and we have a couple of other tradings that has been going on since early December that we want to share. We are simply just waiting for Expert Forex to add them at the moment to the copy link service. Most probably it will happen either today or tomorrow, or it could be over the weekend. They normally only update them once or twice a week, and we gave them in just slightly late, so of their latest deadline. So we hope to see more of this very soon. If you still want to trade the profit retriever, we still have that on our website too. You can go in and find the latest videos on this, including how well we are doing. Or if this is simply too much for you, you go over to the complete trading instead, and then you take the best things out of all the different traders that are in there. Try and set it up as a portfolio trading, and you should be very, very well off. Now, Alex has sent out a couple of videos this week, and he actually gave us a very nice surprise over the weekend when we woke up to this particular video here. And obviously we had to click on it. It proved to be actually a video about high-tech investment, and myself here, which was quite a bit of a surprise. And he went through some of the videos that I have done on the profit retriever, and also the profits that has been made that we obviously share here with you every single week. So thank you very much, Alex and Expert Forex, for the exposure. We can see that that has given us a lot more traders to the channel, which we are happy with. So we are also very appreciative here then that we can now go and even take the new spaghetti indicator that he is having. We're having the money tree, so all the new traders coming to the channel here will have plenty of new things to look at. And if you are looking at settings, then this is the video for you, because Alex is sharing some of the successful profit retriever settings in here. You can't just download them, but if you watch the video, you will be able to see a lot of different settings in there that has proven to be quite good. You can actually copy them and see exactly where they are on the graph itself for the copy link service, so what number they are on the top 5, top 10, top 20, and they seem to do quite well. And one of the things that we got out of this video here is that definitely his approach to this is very different from how we set up the robot, but it is definitely good to see how other people are trading it. Now, I mentioned there's another EA, a robot, also coming, and if you are a premium forum member, so within the Expert Forex forum here, then that will be available to you now. We have already downloaded it, and now in the next couple of days we're going to beta test it. We're going to do some back testing on it. We're going to put it on live demo trading, and also set up a new website for this particular one, so you can follow all our testing. So we'll do that as quickly as humanly possible at the moment. So as you can see, there is plenty of things to come. So on the trading side, both from Expert Forex and from other vendors. And if we have a look at the results that Alex shown, and I have to tell you again, this is just a back test at the moment. Start off with an initial deposit of $10,000, ending up after 1 year of $165,000. Profitable trades are 80%, so extremely high. And that's what we had for you in this week's news report. As you can see, as a trader, we are trying to accommodate you with more and more information. So it is definitely the way people want to go. They want to hang on to their own money. They don't want to put too much into the individual platforms. So they want to basically be able to make some changes for themselves. But obviously it requires a bit of testing, a bit of time, a bit of patience also. And there is where we come in, where we can try and help test and try and show the results that we have, so you have more confidence in the future. So we hope you enjoy this news report, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.